Hi guys, I'm AJ and welcome back to another video on influencer marketing. If you haven't joined us before, make sure you check out the other videos in this series where we break down all the nitty-gritty details and get behind the scenes with influencers. And if you've watched us before, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 5 biggest mistakes that stop your campaigns from making your brand money. By the end of this video, you should feel confident running a campaign and running different types of campaigns in order to make your influencer marketing program as successful as possible. So let's dive in. Myth number 1 is having a complicated or confusing campaign brief. A campaign brief needs to communicate a few clear, direct points to the influencer about who you are as a brand and what product they should be selling. Your influencers are your salespeople, so you want to make sure that they're well-versed in talking about your product, but you're also picking them because you love their personality. So you don't want to micromanage them or ever give them a word-for-word script. They're not an actor, they're a creator. I recommend making a one-pager brief in an A4 style. Simple, to the point, where everything can be seen on just one page. Here are the 5 things that you want to make sure your brief contains. 1. Clear talking points and information about your brand or product. 2. The campaign process step-by-step breakdown. 3. The exact deliverables you want from the influencer and the post-live dates. 4. A do's and don'ts section where you outline what you do want to see and what you don't want to see. This is a great section to also put content examples. And 5, terms and conditions. What do you expect? Usage rights, all that good stuff. Condense that down into one clear section for terms and conditions. Mistake number 2 is micromanaging the creative process. And guys, the title kind of answers this one. If you're micromanaging an influencer's creativity, you're going to cramp their style. Their content might not come off as authentic, which can have a huge impact on the number of sales they can drive. If you are in a super strict or regulated industry or brand, you can implement a process in your campaign where you collect drafts. Drafted content is when the influencer submits content for you to approve ahead of them posting it. We do not recommend doing this for every single product, only if you have really specific content deliverables that need to be achieved on a specific regulated industry or super strict product. And here's a quick tip. If you are going to be requiring draft submissions, most companies only reserve the right to do 2 rounds of feedback. Any more than that, and it's probably overkill. Mistake number 3 when running creator campaigns is not using tracked links or discount codes. You don't want to look like an amateur when you're running a creator campaign, and you most definitely don't want to rely on your gut feelings. You need hard facts and hard numbers to prove that your program is being successful. If and when you are promoting a product, you need to make sure that you're using affiliate links, tracked links, or discount codes to prove when an influencer has driven sales for your brand. These tools are essential for tracking conversions. If you can't prove ROI, you might just be running an awareness campaign. And here's a little tip. You want to make sure that if you're offering a discount code, that the discount code the influencers have is more attractive than any other discount or promo codes you have on your website. Having real data and numbers to fall back on is not only a benefit to you as a brand, it's also a benefit to the influencer, so they know when they're doing well that they should make more content for you so they can earn more money if you have a commission plan. The next 2 mistakes are closely connected. When running an influencer program, you're going to want to make sure that you are running a targeted approach. So let's dive into the last 2 mistakes of this video. Mistake number 4 is relying on one influencer. This is a high risk with questionable rewards strategy. If you only use one influencer, there's a lot of risk if that collaboration falls through or that influencer doesn't perform well. Your whole campaign could become a wash if you only have one influencer to go off of. Instead, I recommend that you source 10 to 20 influencers for your first campaign. When you work with a small group of influencers instead of just one at a time, you're going to be able to mitigate the risk, spread more awareness, expose yourselves to more audiences, and as a result, have a more successful campaign. And finally, mistake number 5, trying to launch on every platform at one time. Whoa, slow down. If you have a limited budget or limited bandwidth, you're gonna wanna focus on one platform at a time. You don't need to run an influencer marketing campaign on every single platform all at once. Different platforms have different reasons you might wanna use them. For instance, Instagram is usually the simplest to get started on because there's a lot of reputable influencers on the platform, and there's many different ways you can have them post, from Instagram stories to Reels to carousel posts in feed. Meanwhile, TikTok is great for affiliate marketing if you plan to use TikTok Shop. YouTube is also great if your main goal is visibility with long-form content that really gets into the nitty-gritty of your product. But if you try to run campaigns on all 3 platforms at once, your goals are going to be all over the place, and it's going to be really complicated to manage different content deliverables and different performance metrics. Trying to do it all at once usually leads to mediocre results. All right, guys, let's wrap up. Influencer marketing is not one size fits all. You need to do different A/B testing with different platforms and different influencers to figure out what is going to be successful for you and your brand. Think about it this way. You wouldn't know what flavor of ice cream was your favorite if you only tried one flavor. You have to try different flavors to figure out which ones you like and which ones you just don't like. Influencer marketing is a lot like that. Let's fast track those 5 rules that we established today and get ready to screenshot because we're gonna put it up on the screen. Rule number 1, provide influencers with a clear creative brief, but don't micromanage them or give them an exact script. Rule number 2, create a seamless content review process and trust influencers' creativity. Rule number 3, track results by giving influencers affiliate links and discount codes. Rule number 4, don't rely on one influencer. Find a group of 10 to 20 to work with for your first campaign. And rule number 5, start simple. Pick one platform at a time to launch a campaign on. Every campaign has its own unique challenges, but I hope that reviewing these top 5 mistakes today helps you have a more successful creator marketing program. Thanks for watching today's video. Now it's time to test your knowledge. Click the link down below to sign up for Upfluence's certificate course.